Every now and then a break is needed from all these greetings and meetings. I'm thankful that I can be in, but I need a break. Cause this life can be suffocating, traveling different locations, trying to get this money made.
And I believe it that I need it. These evil heathens are deceiving. My seed is in need of exceeding.
Yo, what's going on? This is Current Climate. My name is Christian Dane. Shaw, say something to the people.
Switch it up a little bit today. Hi.
Juicy, say something to the people.
Oh, hello world.
What happened to you being bilingual?
I'm gonna come back to it.
Okay.
Give it time.
All right. What about the train? Is that only for the end of episodes?
What?
Could you not mention the train?
The train.
We were doing fine without the train. Could you not mention
No,
it?
it's coming back.
The train's coming back?
See what you did?
All right.
See?
Special episode today. I use special a lot.
You
We
do
do a
you
lot
lose
of-
special every single
We
time.
use a lot of special episodes.
You'll never be able to use special if we have a guest. Like, we got a special show today because
You
we
could
got
say
such and such.
extraordinary.
You could say extraordinary.
That's a big. I can't even spell that. So I don't need
Depends how your vocabulary.
it. Well, we got a special episode today.
See?
We will be doing a top 5 countdown for the 5 coolest guy characters from 90s sitcom shows or just 90s TV shows.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
And it's a lot of them. That was the era of the cool guy.
we're talking about coolest guys.
Yeah.
These are the guys
Yeah.
that were the guys.
Because you got to think about it. Before this new generation, it was all about the cool guy. Who's the coolest guy in the show?
Yeah.
Even beyond 90s, whether it was Fonzie or something like that, it was always about
the cool guy.
it was always a cool guy. In every movie, every kid movie, every
Yeah.
sitcom,
In the
it was
90s.
always a cool guy.
Yes.
Now it's kind of about everybody being themselves and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and everybody having something to offer.
Yeah.
But it used to be one really cool guy that's better at everything than everybody else,
Yeah.
and everybody else kind of just supporting cast members.
Yes. So it's going to be top 5 coolest guys from 90s TV shows.
The guys that we always wanted to be when
Yeah.
we were growing up.
I mean, we're in our 30s, late
Yeah.
20s. So these are the people that we grew up watching in
Yeah.
elementary school. So you're
Yeah.
home watching TV, and these are the guys that you want to be. The guys that got the
Yeah.
girls, the cool guys. I mean, this is
The guys that you either related to or wanted to be able to relate to,
Exactly.
but couldn't.
So how y'all want to do this? Who's going to go first? We need to start doing like flip coin or something. Who goes first? I guess
I'll go first.
Juicy's going to go first.
I
Juicy.
think we should let the person with the deepest voice go first. Who would that be?
Oh, is that Bane? Bane is here?
You merely invented the dog. I was born in it.
Molded
by it.
I didn't see the light of day.
By
then it was black.
By then it was nothing to me but blinding.
Um,
Choke Batman. Batman got on a leather suit. How you choke somebody in a bodysuit? Those some strong blows, boy.
All right, my number 5 is Gerald from Hey Arnold.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Hey, football head. Hey, Gerald was cool.
Gerald
had
cool.
the kid and play
Gerald was cool.
top
He did.
going on up
The
there.
march from Simpsons top.
He always held Arnold down. He just had that cool.
He did.
Gerald was the first person I know to wear throwback.
He had throwbacks
He
on
did.
all the
Throwbacks.
time.
Yeah,
He
was
did have
he
throwback.
was the founder of the throwbacks.
Gerald, another thing about Gerald is that everybody slept on because of his coolness. Gerald always told the legendary story around the neighborhood. Like when you go in
Yeah.
Stoop Kid, when
Yeah.
you're talking about any kind of myth, because in Hey Arnold, it was always a character that was a myth. Like the guy, the Pigeon Man.
Yeah.
It was Gerald that told the
Stoop
story.
Kid. Gerald is the one that always broke the story
Yeah.
down.
Gerald was
was cool.
wealth of information.
Did nobody
Gerald
step
was-
to Gerald for real either.
Nah.
Gerald was well rounded.
Gerald probably had them hands.
Man, they wouldn't mess with Arnold because of that. Even though that dude jumped on Arnold one time in the alley and he had to learn karate.
Oh yeah,
Gerald wasn't there that time though.
Gerald was that nigga. That was a good number 5.
That was a
Shaw,
good number 5.
who you got
Let's see here.
for your number 5?
My number 5. Oh, okay, I know it. My number 5 is Pacey Witter from Dawson's Creek.
That's a great one.
Pacey Witter from Dawson's Creek. Pacey Witter's.
Why'd you go with Pacey for?
I'm going with Pacey because to me, Dawson's Creek First off, besides the fact that it has my last name, and people used to call me Dawson's Creek in elementary school, but it is one of my favorite shows of the 90s. I've seen every episode probably.
So what about him makes him the
about
coolest
25
character?
times.
What about Pacey? Made him
Pacey is the interesting one. You know, like in the show, you in the 90s shows, you got the cool guy, and then sometimes you would have that main guy that's really, really not that interesting, but his best friend is the interesting one.
Okay.
Kind of like the person who will be next on my list too. But Dawson really wasn't that interesting.
No.
Pacey was the one that was complex. He had the complex background. Pacey got girls. Pacey actually stole joy from Dawson. You know, of course they weren't together then, but he got Katie Holmes. Okay. So when I was a kid, I kind of looked up to Pacey Witter. So yeah, Pacey Witter would be my number 5.
Pacey, number 5. My number 5 is going to be Romeo Santana from the Steve Harvey Show.
Oh man,
Man,
Romeo was damn. I ain't
Romeo
thinking about
was so
Romeo.
cool.
Romeo was one of the smoothest niggas.
Yeah, Romeo was
ever.
smooth.
Romeo, honestly, Romeo's where I got my mustache from.
For real?
Yeah.
Romeo did have a
Romeo
mustache.
had the nicest mustache in the
He
world.
did have a
Growing
good
up, I was like, I want a
mustache.
mustache like him. So
Yep.
now here I am today.
Romeo had a nice
Romeo was
mustache.
smooth. Romeo was the smoothest person. So
Romeo and Bullethead.
Bullethead was that dude.
Yeah.
Which was funny to see because, you know, Romeo and Bullethead kind of remind me of Arnold and Gerald. Yeah.
I mean, I see it racially wise. I see it. I guess.
So that's my number 5.
Gerald wasn't as cool as Romeo though.
Nah.
Romeo was cool. Romeo had girls. Girls liked Romeo.
Romeo was that dude.
Romeo was that dude.
Which is going to be a theme for my top 5 is getting these girls.
Yeah.
Juice, who is your number 4?
Uncle Jesse.
Oh,
Uncle Jesse was-
Uncle Jesse. That's a
Is
good
that
one.
your number 4 too?
That's my we'll
Okay.
see. We'll see.
We'll
Okay,
see.
Uncle Jesse was cool. Uncle
Yeah.
Jesse know
That's John Stamos.
that's John Stamos. He knew what to say. He was fun. He's just that fun uncle. But he was cool as fuck too. Like,
girls like
girls loved
He had a
him.
band.
Yeah, Uncle Jesse had a band in the 90s when it was
Cool to have
a band.
The long hair.
Nobody cares now. Everybody can rap
The
now.
first couple
On-
seasons, he was trying to be like Elvis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was amazing. That was that's a good.
That's
pick.
John Stamos.
That's a
Like
good pick.
how I'll tell you how cool Uncle Jesse is. In the first Guardians of the Galaxy, when Chris Pratt is explaining Earth to Drax, and he was like, "We got all of this stuff." John Stamos and Drax was like, "I would greatly like to come to your planet," and he was like, "John Stamos," because it's John Stamos. He was that cool.
Shad, who is your number 4?
My number 4. Dun 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 dun. Hold on, I lost the place. My number 4 is indeed Uncle Jesse. I thought, yeah. So I've elaborated on Uncle Jesse a lot already, but Uncle Jesse had it all.
Yeah.
Uncle Jesse was the only person in Full House that was cool. Everybody else in Full House was about as lame as a 90s character could get.
Yeah.
Bob Saget, I'm convinced Bob Saget is top 2 or 3 lamest people in the world.
on Full House.
On Full House. In real
Outside
life,
of Full House.
Outside of Full House,
curse
I
your
know,
ass out.
I know that, but he's still lame though.
No, I disagree.
That dude.
Bob Saget is still a lame
You
dude.
won't say-
I disagree.
You won't say it to his face, and if you do, you won't get away with it. Bob Saget roast your ass right now in front of everybody.
I disagree. I
With
don't
an
think
F-bomb.
that was his TV
He
dad
drop
or
an
something.
F-bomb
Yeah.
every other
Yeah.
word in a sentence.
But cursing doesn't make you cool.
It's
though.
the way he
It's the
do.
way he
It's
does-
the
and
way
you
he
don't
do
expect
it.
Like Uncle Jesse had swag.
he did.
Yeah.
Bob Saget had no
Yeah.
swag.
Yeah.
Uncle
Even
Jesse-
on America's Funniest Home Videos, Bob Saget was lame.
Even-
Even though Bob
was-
Saget was a symbol of the 90s, but
Yeah.
he was lame.
One thing about Uncle Jesse, he got the girl. She
Oh,
was
yeah,
so
yeah,
fine.
yeah.
What's her
Yeah.
name?
I
can't remember.
What was her name?
But she was hot.
Yeah, she was hot. 90s hot.
90s hot.
Like ankle dresses and stuff.
Oh, man, like an Amish.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Wholesome.
My number
Yeah,
4.
wholesome. 90s wholesome.
My number 4 is a little bit of a shocker. I think y'all might have this later down in your list. My number 4 is Sean from Boy Meets World.
Sean Hunter, that low?
Sean Hunter is my number 4.
With the hair flip?
I'm gonna tell you
Like-
right now, Sean Hunter had the best head of hair
He did.
maybe ever.
That's why he's so cool.
The hair was amazing.
Right.
And then
My hair doesn't move.
No.
So I want it.
I relate with Corey.
Yeah.
It doesn't move, but Sean was the dude.
Yeah.
Sean was just the typical cool kid
Yeah, he was.
in the 90s. You watch that show, and he was like, I always question, like, why hasn't Sean gotten with Topanga? Why is Topanga with this lame dude, Corey?
Yeah.
It should have been Sean and Topanga.
Yeah, it should have.
Number 3.
My number 3 is Dwayne Wayne from A Different World.
I know my parents love me. Only we can take it. We can take it. Just remember what you've been through.
That boy singing.
Just a different world. Just a different world.
Okay, Dwayne Wade. I want to say Dwayne Wade for some reason.
Because
But
we gotten
We've
used
been
to
conditioned.
it. We hadn't said Dwayne Wayne in a long time, but we say Dwayne Wade every time we look at a basketball game.
Dwayne Wayne, he was cool. He was the wannabe ladies man.
Yeah.
You know, he had the signature glasses
The signature
that was
glasses.
cool.
That was
as
a
hell.
signature look of the 90s.
That
He
was
was
cool.
a smart cool kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He was the man. He was the
He
man.
got with Whitley.
He got with Whitney. He
put
got with Whitney.
Put Whitley in check that one episode.
He did, and
He
she loved
And she held
it.
it.
Yeah.
I like that.
But,
And A Different World will always be a strong staple in the black community for 90s sitcoms, because when A Different World was out, when
Yeah.
the Cosby Show and A Different
Yeah.
World was out, that's around the same era where Cosby Show, Lean on Me,
Yeah.
the movie, and A Different World, like black colleges attendance rate went up so high
Mhm.
when A Different World and the Cosby Show were on, because they empowered,
Yeah.
young black youth.
we
to
don't
go
have
to
that. We don't
school.
have that today.
We don't have that today.
We got Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Yeah. we
I ain't
got
one of the Cosbys. I ain't go to Hill,
Hill
man.
Yeah.
That's a good number.
Yeah.
Number 3, Shawn. Who you got?
My number 3 is Sean Hunter. That's my number 3. And Sean Hunter, to me, was just like I was saying Pacey Witter was at Dawson's Creek.
Okay.
It was the main guy. The main guy, which was Corey. Corey was never that interesting. Now, Corey was the heart of the show. Corey was the heart of the show, and the show followed Corey. And the show was really about Corey. But Sean was the depth of the show. Sean had all the depth. Sean is the one that lived in a trailer park. Mom split. Dad died. Sean was screwed up. Could never keep a real
Went through it.
relationship. Yeah. Sean couldn't ever keep a real relationship. Sean dated a black girl. Sean had jungle fever. Sean started dating a black girl. Never.
Where's she at now?
If Topanga wasn't so wholesome, Sean would have got Topanga.
Yeah.
Sean had one of the most incredible sets of hair in the 90s.
Yeah.
Him and Jonathan Taylor Thomas, one of the two.
Yeah.
Pause.
Yeah.
Pause. So Sean was that dude.
Okay. I like that. That's good number 3.
Depth is why Sean is number 3.
My number 3 is Tommy, the Green Ranger.
Ooh.
Tommy.
That, my friend, is an epic. Number 2.
Tommy was the GOAT.
Tommy.
There was a lot of Power Rangers, but there was no
Tommy used
other
to
Tommy.
whoop. It was one. Me and you talked about this. Tommy got in the Zord.
Tommy
somehow.
wound up in the Zord.
He jumped behind them. He ended up behind them and he started whooping ass.
He whooped their ass out of the Zord. He threw them out of the Zord. They got on the ground and he whooped their ass some more.
It was 5 of them.
There were 5 of them.
They didn't know Tommy snuck in the Zord. They looked back and they was in complete shock. Tommy pulled out that sword. Oh my God! It was
What's
a
that?
wrap.
Them sound effects when he used to fight.
Yeah, Tommy got the They thought Jason was that dude though.
Until
They
Tom-
thought Jason
They
was
thought
that
he
dude.
was until Tommy put them
Until
hands
Tommy
on.
came
Yeah.
along.
Tommy put them
Tommy
hands
came along, and then Tommy called a dragon
Oh,
with
man.
a flute.
with a flute.
Fucking flute.
Tommy, bruh. The
Yeah.
dragon coming. Godzilla coming up out of the water.
Boy,
Tommy wasn't no joke. That episode where Tommy wound up in the Zord, and even I, as a watcher, of the show didn't know Tommy was in the Zord.
were
He
shocked.
snuck up on me. I knew what time it was in. Tommy whooped him out of the Zord.
Out of the Zord. And whooped their ass more on the ground.
And then Tommy turned into the White Ranger.
And that was even cooler.
That was even doper than the
They,
I
like,
remember.
they like float down or some shit like that in the White Suit when they first introduced them.
I think I can't remember.
It was
I
so
can't remember.
dope. When his little thing that he had, it was Saba when it.
Saba.
Saba was I
Yeah.
still got Saba at my mama's house.
He used to be.
Like in the storage house. I still got
Didn't Tommy
Saba.
get with Kimberly?
I'd kill you with Saba too.
They had a little thing.
No, Tommy got with Kimberly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Jason was with Kimberly.
Kimberly first.
Kimberly was a freak.
Kimberly got passed around, didn't she?
Yeah, Kimberly got passed around. Everybody who was the leader, Kimberly got
Because
passed
Tommy
around.
ended up being the leader.
Yeah,
Tommy took over.
because
He came in and took over the leader spot.
Yeah, because Rita was controlling him at first,
Yeah.
and then he left, and then they brought him back as the White Ranger.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then he came back as the White Ranger.
He was so
Tommy definitely one of the coolest. Tommy had long hair. That was the signature of the 90s.
That was the signature of the
long
90s.
hair.
Yes.
Like
Oh.
every rock star had to have long hair in that era. It
Jason
wasn't no-
David, Frank, and this guy ain't aged.
Nah.
If you seen him lately, this
Nah.
guy ain't aged a bit.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. All right.
Tommy was great. Sir!
Number 2.
I lost it. As a matter of fact, when Tommy showed up in the new Power Rangers movie, I almost started crying.
He looked the
Like,
same.
my hero, Tommy. Yeah, Tommy looked the same.
Number
Apparently,
two.
white doesn't crack.
My number 2. My number 2. In West Philadelphia, born
Here
and
we go.
raised.
Where the playground is where I spend most of my days.
Chilling out, maxing,
And
relaxing on.
cool, and I shoot some b-ball outside of the school.
And then
With
a couple of guys, then all good. Niggas
that
started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got in one little fight. My mom got scared.
She said, "You're moving with your auntie and uncle in bel-air."
I know y'all was singing along with
Will
this shit
Smith.
too. Will Smith. Will was cool.
Okay.
Will can hoop.
Okay. What a coincidence, because this is my number 2 as well.
Oh,
And it's my
And
number.
oh, it's
it's-
consensus.
so
we
we're
may
gonna-
as well
Oh,
all
okay.
three.
all three
do
of us.
that.
Will Smith is number 2. So you give your facts, and I'm gonna give you mine.
Yeah.
So
Will low-key was the ladies' man. Even though he wasn't cutting them.
shit. I got
Bruh.
facts to prove otherwise.
Say he was cutting
I'm
them?
gonna go.
Bruh.
I'm gonna get on that
Bruh,
on mine.
come on now,
No,
Will.
Continue.
What do you
Will.
think? Because he came to Cartoon one episode and told me he was a
Shit.
virgin.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you.
Will didn't never say that.
Yeah, he did. He said he ain't never had sex.
Shit.
It was one particular episode I remember.
Do I need to go through my list?
You can go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all some current climber listeners. I had to do some research of all the dimes that Will
he
had on the
dimes,
show.
Yeah.
Will had dimes.
Naomi Campbell, Vivica Fox, Jasmine Guy from A Different World, Queen Latifah, Garcelle Bouvet from the
Damn,
Jamie
she
Foxx
was
show,
on there?
Yep.
Tyra Banks,
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Time.
Kim Fields. She was the episode
Yeah,
where
Tyra
she was a
Banks was-
virgin and she was wearing that white nightgown.
Yeah.
Okay. Mari Morrow. She was Eddie's girlfriend on Family Matters. Also Pam on Baywatch and Katrina on How to Be a Player. Also Stacey Dash.
Damn.
Will
Also,
Will
I'm not
wasn't
done
playing.
yet. Will took down Pam Grier.
Yep.
Showed Neil Long too, wasn't it?
I'm getting
Neil
there.
Long was his girlfriend.
Neil Long was his girlfriend. Robin Givens.
Yep.
Damn.
And Galen Gorge, who was in that gym episode when she was trying to punch him with the gloves.
Yeah.
He turned that shit around on her.
Yeah.
Will
Will.
has an impeccable list.
Will wasn't no joke.
Will was running through him.
Will wasn't no joke. People forget the phenomenon. Will Smith was a force of nature
Yeah.
in the 90s.
Will.
Will can rap.
Will could rap. Will was popular.
I'm gonna
Girls loved Will.
Will was honestly maybe one of the greatest high school basketball talents.
He
since
dropped at least
LeBron
50.
James.
I never forgive. I will never forgive that show for not expounding
Tell him.
on the fact that Will Smith was a phenomenal. The Fresh Prince was a phenomenal basketball
Tell
player.
him about that episode. Tell him how mad you were.
Will, like his homeboy was like the number one player in the state. Will almost out-hooped him. How do they not like
He
further Will's basketball career on the show?
He was playing with him.
He was yeah. Will was dunking.
Yeah.
How you just gonna act like Will didn't have amazing talent for basketball? Like Will went to college and forgot all about basketball. Did y'all forget how much emphasis that you put? Will was so dope. Will was so good at basketball. Carlton stole the ball from Will and tried to shoot a buzzer beater and didn't hit nothing. That's how good Will was.
How mad were you when Carlton did that to him?
I didn't ever forgive Carlton for that.
Still to this day.
To this day, I hate Carlton's guts for that.
Why?
Because Will was from West Philadelphia. He was from the ghetto. Will had no father. Like, seriously, Carlton, you spoon-fed prick. Like, for real, Will can't come down there and get an ounce of glory without you getting jealous and stealing the ball from him the moment Uncle Phil starts showing him some love. Like, really, you that jealous of Will because of that?
Yeah.
Ticks me off forever. I never forgave Carlton for that. The only time I almost forgave him is when he did the Michael Jackson up on stage that time.
And that was it.
That was it.
So
Other than that,
So that's our number 2. Our consensus number 2 is Will Smith from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
we probably all got
And
the same.
I think we
number
all-
one.
I don't know.
No,
that ain't my number.
Oh,
Okay.
Is that yours?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'll go.
you go first. Juicy, who is your number 1?
My number 1, and I'm surprised he ain't on none of y'all list because this was the smoothest. I'm gonna say this was the smoothest Negro of the 90s. Stefan from Family Matters.
Stefan was smooth.
He's smooth.
Stefan was the smoothest,
He was.
silky ladies man. Like
Yeah, he
you
was.
talking about cool.
Yeah.
That's the just.
I remember he brought Laura's mom a potted plant. From this till this day on, I still think that's one of the coolest things ever to bring a woman a potted plant.
And just the way he would just move and he'll just talk to him.
It's the real love of the family.
He was smooth though.
Yeah,
The
that
reason
was
I didn't have him on my list because it was fake.
Well, all of it fake, Christian.
That was Steve Urkel. He was Steve Urkel. Come on now.
What in an invention? We don't talk about it.
We don't talk about
how
what smart Steve was.
Steve invented a whole nother alter ego. Not only for brains, but for looks as well.
That's amazing.
And just man,
Everything.
brains.
Steve, one of the brilliant minds of the 21st century. And we don't ever talk about Steve.
Nobody
Steve
does.
created almost like
An alternate version of himself.
Yeah.
he did.
A
Fix
more
his
cooler.
posture and everything.
Yeah.
You can just step in the machine and do it at will.
Will. How long did it wear off?
It did wear
I
off.
think it did.
I don't know if it wore off.
I can't remember.
I can't
It's been
remember
a
if it
long
wore
time.
off or if he
Oh,
just
he
knew
went
it was
back.
time.
Because I remember and then in the later seasons, he was like Stefan more often.
Yeah.
So I can't remember exactly how that happened. If you're listening to the show, comment, tell us how that whole concept worked.
I was aggravated at Laura because you in love with Steve for real,
Yeah.
and you gonna act like that because Steve a nerd.
Shoot, dissing
I ain't
Steve.
like that.
Nowadays you can't do that
She was
shit now.
dissing
No.
Steve. Yeah,
You have a whole
The
community.
nerd's
after
cool
that. Yeah.
now.
Yeah. All right, number 1. Me and Shard have the same number
Yeah, I
1.
think we got the same number one.
Zach Moore.
When I wake up in the morning and I'm loaded on the money, I don't think I'll ever make it on time. By the time I got my books and I give myself a look.
You don't know any of the words.
It's alright, cause I'm saved by the. It's alright,
Cause I'm saved by it.
it's alright, cause I'm saved by the bell. Zach Morris. Zach Morris is the ultimate 90s GOAT.
What can we say that hasn't been said about Mr. Morris? Mr. Morris, first of all, had one of the greatest head of hairs.
He did.
I mean, it's up there. He's up there with
He's
Sean Hudson.
above Sean.
Ooh,
on
he's
the hair.
above?
I don't know if he's above Sean.
I don't know if
on
he's
the
above
hair.
Sean, but his hair was great.
Yeah.
This guy had the greatest lines ever.
Yeah.
He's always a step ahead.
Zach could stop time.
Zach had
Zach could
a
stop
power.
time.
He could stop time.
How many times did you see Zach walking through Bayside and Zach just say stop and everybody freezes? Like Zach could stop time. Zach low-key had a superpower.
That was amazing. Nobody talks about that.
Nobody talks about how Zach Morris could stop
Also,
time.
Zach got one of the hottest chicks
Kelly
of the
Kapowski.
90s,
Yeah.
Kelly Kapowski.
Yeah.
Who didn't like Kelly Kapowski?
Who didn't want to have Kelly
Kelly
Kapowski?
Kapowski.
Zach Morris, like literally single-handedly made it cool to go to school. Like it was whack to go to school until Zach Morris made it cool to go to school. Zach Morris is the reason I started wearing blazers with jeans. Zach Morris made me start wearing
Zach
blazers.
went too much of a jock either. He
No,
was
he
cool
wasn't.
with the nerds.
AC
and
was
cool.
the jock.
AC was the jock. He'll diss a nerd.
And every once in a while, he'd go toe to toe with AC and hold his own.
He would, yeah.
AC,
yeah.
AC,
They got in a fight one time.
AC whooped his ass one time, but
Yeah.
Zach can hold his own though.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna be no pushover now.
Yeah.
Zach, dude.
Zach wasn't no punk.
Nah.
Zach wasn't no punk.
Zach saved what's her name from taking them pills.
Yeah. I'm so excited. I'm so scared. Jessie Spano took literally 2 pills. And she acted like she was addicted to pills.
She was
like
taking her whole life. Stop it.
Like it was one 30-minute episode. Jessie took
Jessie,
pills
stop.
for 2 days, and I think it was probably like 1 extra pill than she should have took.
Zach was that dude.
Zach was definitely that.
Everybody
guy.
wanted to
Not
do
only that, Zach also had jungle fever because Zach dated Lisa in one episode, and Screech wanted to kill him. Screech ripped Zach t-shirt. Screech
Stepped on his shoe.
stepped on his shoes. And you know Zach had some high price shoes.
Oh, yeah.
Zach wouldn't whoop him, no, because
No.
that was his boy. But still, though, Zach's room was cool. Zach had a huge poster of Kelly Kapowski in his room.
Right. You're right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Zach did have a.
I'm going to tell you another. Hey, what happened? You know what? Even though nerds are popular in today's generation, we forget about how inventive the nerds were in the 90s.
They made the nerds
Because
overly smart.
Screech had a talking robot in his room.
You're right.
Yeah, all the nerds.
You're
in
right.
Yeah. They was inventing
Billy,
stuff.
Yeah.
Billy from Power Rangers.
Yep. Billy Cranston.
We might have to do a episode with the smartest nerds. So there's our top 5 coolest guys from 90 TV shows.
Do a little recap. My number 5 was
Okay, do your
my number 5 was Pacey Witter.
Mhm.
My number 4 was Uncle Jesse from
Yep.
Full House. Pacey Witter's from Dawson's Creek, by the way.
Continue.
Uncle Jesse, Full House. Sean Hunter, Boy Meets World. The Fresh Prince from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And Zach Morris from Saved by the Bell.
Mine was number 5, Romeo Santana from the Steve Harvey Show, Sean from Boy Meets World, Tommy from the Power Rangers, Will from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and number 1, Zach Morris from Saved by the Bell.
My top 5 was Gerald from Hey Arnold, Uncle Jesse from Full House, Dwayne Wayne from A Different World, Will Smith from The Fresh Prince, and number 1, Stefan from Family Matters.
All right.
I wonder who won that, because there's some good lists.
I don't know. Y'all tell us. Listen to the list. Let us know what you
won
think. Tell us your top 5. Put in the comments who you think is in your top 5, and we'll discuss it. And yeah, please share, pass it on with a friend. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, Facebook,
Or
and
don't.
subscribe on YouTube. Like our page. Rate us. Tell us what you think.
Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend.
Please
about
Or
it.
don't do it. Y'all have been doing it anyway. So, I mean, like, or don't do it. It just listen and hate from the sideline or whatever. You know, I'm just playing.
But this is Current Climate. My name is Christian Dane. Shaw, say something to the people.
Switching it up. Goodbye.
Juicy, say something to the people.
Hello world.
You sound like Brainy
I-
from
That's what I
Hey
think
Arnold.
every time. I
Sound like Brainy.
I'll get better with the Tiger Woods impression.
Hey, didn't nobody really ever talk about how strong Helga's backhand was?
Amazing.
She broke Brainy's
Nobody
nose
ever talks
every
about
single
how many
episode.
glasses that Brainy actually had.
Yeah. Well, you know, he kept taping them together in the middle.
Y'all have a good night.
Too cool to answer
Peace.
to gold chain. On my Tupac shit without the nose ring. On my hoodie shit, fuck what these folks think. If Jake can make it from Mossy, then I'm gonna hide a couple bricks under my car seat. Tell my mama I was never sorry. Tell her that they got me going 60 and a 40. Catch me, nigga. Screaming, catch me, nigga, I'm too fast. Don't test me, nigga. Came from the bottom, single mother, never used food stamps. Alright, man. Product of my environment. I'm tired, man. Put the metal to my little nigga's chest. No Tony Stark, but I keep that Iron Man. Breathe, nigga, breathe. The last thing you hear is the sound of a gun ring. What America don't give a fuck, it's the death of another young king.